Hi, Dennis Bills here from life-skills.com.au. So here we are at mid-January 2022. Most of the young people from last year's Year 12 cohort would have their ATAR results. They would have university offers on the table. There'd be a lot of young people who'd have offers for apprenticeships or traineeships. There'd be a lot of young people that have had casual work over summer and maybe have offers of ongoing work after summer's finished. But we're also in the position whereby COVID-19, the Omicron variant, has pretty well taken hold across the entire country, and for a lot of people employment options have restricted, which means that for young people it's going to be even worse still, given that youth unemployment has been in way above double digits, 11, 12, 13, 14% for quite a long time. So this is also the time for a lot of young people when they can become quite despondent and be unsure of themselves and unsure of what the year has in store for them. On any ordinary year, pre-COVID, around 30% of the young people that have finished school the year before would be sitting here mid-January wondering what's in store for them and what their future is going to look like. So this year I think that's going to be a little bit more extreme. My upcoming book is called Lessons in Life, a practical guide to transition for school leavers, and it's in regard to the period between the finish of school and getting yourself into mainstream work or education and how long that takes. And the aim is to make that transition as quickly as possible, but in the last decade or so, the transition period for a lot of young people has become longer and longer. So although my book's not ready for publication yet, it should be up and about sometime in the first half of 2022. The digital version will be basically free. There may be a minimal administration fee associated with the digital copy. The physical copy, printed copy, will be as cheap as I can make it, so that any cost is for the cost of printing only. I'm not looking to make money out of this venture. So if you're a young person sitting there, even if you've got your first choice or your second choice into uni and things are looking pretty rosy, or you've picked up that prized apprenticeship or traineeship or the job you've been hoping to get into, you may still not be quite ready for what's coming. And given that secondary education doesn't teach transition skills or life skills, and given that a lot of parents freely admit that they haven't had the time to impose those sorts of skills on their kids and make sure that they've dotted the I's and crossed the T's in that regard, we don't have a long-term post-secondary transitional concept on the table, and mostly it's left. Most young people are left up to their own devices once they're finished with their secondary education. For the time being, I've posted a whole range of vlogs on my website, life-skills.com.au. Just go to the resources link and look for vlogs and podcasts. Up to now, I think there's about a dozen videos available, and they range from information about accommodation and tenancy, banking, managing your finances, personal presentation, you name it. And hopefully over the next month or so, it will be up there on my website, life-skills.com.au. But for those young people who are sitting there wondering what the future holds for them, there are some things you can do to better your circumstances. And in my early vlogs that I've posted on my website, there's a fair bit of information about some of the things you can do in regard to setting yourself up for when things do turn for the better, and enabling you to be able to launch yourself into whatever career or study options come your way, knowing that you have a strong foundation underneath you. It is quite common for those young people that don't have a direction the following year, moving into the start of the school year, it's common for those young people to become quite despondent and for them to lose a bit of their self-worth and their confidence. And that in turn can lead them sometimes to fall into a bit of disrepair, lose the routine and the direction they had when they were still at school. Also, they can lose contact with friends who move away or go in different directions to go to university or take up jobs elsewhere. So for any young person that's experiencing that, I want you to know that's quite normal. If you are a parent or a carer of a young person going through this, understand that it is quite a normal thing to happen to a lot of young people, and the best thing you can do is to reassure the young person that there's better things coming their way. And for the young person themselves, what I think you should do is try and get yourself into a regular routine, try and get yourself organised for whatever may come, whether you do get a late offer of a job, an apprenticeship, a traineeship, a job down at Bunnings, whatever it might be, and to grab it with both hands and run with it, and using some of the strategies I offered in regard to budgeting and saving money. You might be able to put a few dollars behind yourself for when whatever it is that you're really looking for pops up in front of you. So don't lose heart. There are a lot of people out there batting for you, and I wish you well. And my next series of vlogs will be in regard to car purchasing and personal presentation, I believe. But anyway, good luck. We're with you. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you do get what you're looking for, but be prepared for things to remain a little bit uncertain for at least until the middle of this year. Then I'm hoping that things will start to level out a bit and opportunities will become available. Cheers.